Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. With me today is SGA President Ava Carnazza, here to talk a little bit about expectations for the semester. But first off, just thanks for joining us here today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And first off, just talk a little bit about a new school year, expectations for a new school year, and obviously one of those things, getting back to just normal life on a college campus. I know you got to be excited.
The SGA is so excited. I feel like we are stepping into a new era because this is the first time since the pandemic that, you know, everybody's back on campus. The campus is always full of students walking around. I just sometimes get out of my office and go walk around. I don't have anywhere to go, but I just want to say hey to everybody and welcome them back to campus. And just, I'm super excited that everyone's back here so we can build that, you know, Trojan community back up.
And of course, someone who lived through the last 2 years here as a student, you've got to see what happened and where we are now, and there's the hope for the future of the school year.
Mm-hmm. It was difficult having hybrid classes or no classes at all, or not going into in-person classes, but having them all online. I have to have a teacher in front of me to actually learn adequately. So I am excited to get back into the normal in-class structure. And so I think a lot of people are excited about that, and hopefully it'll boost spirits and morale, and I'm just excited to see what the students can do this year.
And just getting students involved.
Yes.
I know that's one of the big things. I know SGA on different levels is trying to get students more involved in campus, and that's kind of that push since things are back to normal to get students more involved, right?
Yes. We have been working hard with athletics right now. We had the $1 flash ticket sale for the first home game, September 10th. We're trying to push students to go to that and support our athletic programs. We are having a pep rally September 8th, that Thursday at 5:15 in the Trojan Arena. We have some really big plans for that, and so we've already been promoting that. Athletics has been promoting the pep rally. So we're just trying to get people engaged, but one thing that we're specifically focusing on right now is the athletic programs.
And of course, but another thing I know, and this was something that you campaigned on and talked about, was international student involvement and getting them. And I know there's some efforts to try to get some of the international students more involved in a variety of ways, especially with the SGA, right?
Yes. I just met with Marcellus Martin today. He is on the presidential cabinet as the chairman of the international committee. So we are going to plan on like having a ping pong with SGA with all the international students. Just bring them into SGA, educate them more about what we do, just so they know that they can come to us with any concerns they have, because that's what we're here for. We want to represent everybody, not just because they're from the United States, but you know, represent students from other countries as well.
And of course, I know, and being a government body, there is kind of that translation that you've got to work with these students, because they do make up a significant portion of the university student body, but being able to tell them about kind of governmental issues and how they can get involved, and that just the pure fact that they can get involved with SGA, right?
Exactly. So it's exciting to teach people how we work and how we function, and we really just want them to like be able to come to us, but we also want them to get involved in SGA. You know, maybe run for a position so they can bring their insight, their perspective from, you know, their countries, and just see what we can you know, come together and what we can you know, make up.
And of course, some other things, you mentioned athletics earlier, but we can venture in because the fall, big time for SGA, because there's a lot of activities directly, a little bit later in the semester, directed towards you know, homecoming, football, all that kind of stuff. So I know there's got to be a lot of plans. I know it's the early stages, but ideas and concepts and on that path towards getting some of those big events planned.
As soon as we were elected, the Vice President of Campus Affairs, Kendall Cedrin, me and her sat down, I mean, the day after, and we started planning Welcome Week, which we just got. Our last event was last night, Silent Disco, huge hit. And so it's kind of sad that Welcome Week is over, but